Hi anyone, and welcome to the next episode of Minecraft on the Eons SMP. I started today's episode by building this bridge. Well, it's a start of a bridge. It's not finished. It's not the best bridge. I like some of the shapes. I like the statues that we have out here. I want it to be bigger. I want it to be more grand, you know, like a little but it's a start. It's not a finished product. It's a work in progress. So yeah, this is the bridge that takes us over to the purple base. It's starting to flood. I don't know why everything floods over there. But we're not going to be working on this today. We're actually going to go off into the distance and work on another project. It's going to be a horse race. Horse course, of course. This horse course is going to be special, of course. Well, because we're on the Eons SMP and we have portals to other dimensions. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. Because we have this bone block portal, which is just in a portal shape, like a normal portal that we use for another portal. But you can make it any shape that you want, and it works the same. And then you make a Stone Age portal key, which is made with a bone and 2 sticks. And then you right-click the portal, and it opens a portal to the Stone Age, which is the place that we were last Eon, last dimension, last series. And our portal to the ancient civilization is up in that castle up there. So it's just another place to put the portal. But that's cool. That's all great. But I'm not really going to do too much in the Stone Age for the horse course because I mainly want to do it in the ancient civilization and in the question mark realm is what we're calling it, the void world, which is a chiseled block portal, which is, again, you can make it any shape. And then you make a life force charm, which is basically a totem of undying, but we can craft them on the Eons SMP because we're special. Like we're cool like that. But yeah, they're a little expensive. It's a bunch of gold, iron, lapis, apples, you know, little things. But this opens it up to the void world, which is just the question mark world, which is basically just a void. There's nothing out there. I mean, there's a portal. Someone was messing with some stuff. They're trying to do some portaling. And then, let me go around the other side. I could show you some. This is in our portal house over there. We have a cat that's stuck in that dimension over there. But also a couple cats. Our walkway that goes off to purple, and then that's some random portal. I don't know what that is. So I'm figuring things out with you guys. I don't know what's going on, but that's what we're gonna do. We need to find a location for this horse course. I think I've figured out the place exactly where I'm gonna build it, so I'm not gonna say I need to figure it out. I know where I'm building it. I need to show you guys where I'm building it. So let's go. So everyone, this is a spot that I picked for our racetrack, and I like it a lot. It's a cool area. It's similar to home because home is right over to this mountain range. It's not too far away, and I think it's far enough that we have the space that we need. And then we have a few benefits to this mountain range with this basin here because it leads to a little bit of a lake, which we can use to our advantage because one, it could be used as an obstacle for the horses because they go in the water and then they knock you off. So if you fall in there, it's no good. So we might have a little bit of a jumping thing through the water, as well as we can add crops because we can't really manipulate water right now because we're still stuck in the Bronze Age. So we can't use iron. We can't forge iron. So we can't make buckets to move water. So that's enough explanation. But yeah, that's why there's a big benefit to this lake here, and it looks cool too. So like, good job, Raven. Then we also have another obstacle over here, which is a little bit more dangerous and a little more scary. We have the lava pool of death. Oh my goodness, cat, you almost went into the... Why are you... You're scaring me. You're scaring me. But yeah, this is an obstacle that we can use. They can jump over. Maybe we'll just have it go to the side, and it's going to be like everyone needs to go on a very narrow pathway, or you can jump if you have a good jumper. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. This is still all in development stage. All these trees burned down. Then we also have a little bit of a ravine, which is a nice little jumping spot. It's not too difficult. It's like a 5-block. You're funny teleporting around. You can jump both ways. It's not too hard. I didn't even get a good jump that way. But when you're racing, it makes it more difficult because you're like, oh, in the heat of the moment. I still kind of did it, but it's not. Whatever. It'll be better in the future. But yeah, this is a cool area, and it's going to suit our needs for the theme that we're going to go with in the ancient era, because we're going to have multiple themes in whatever eon that we are like building in. So in the ancient era, I didn't want to do more Egyptian, and other people are building other types of ancient like civilization type things. So I wanted to go with something that would fit this area, and that's an Old West theme. I think that's going to be cool. Then when we go into the question mark realm, that's something I showed you earlier with that portal into a void world. I think it's going to be really cool to build Rainbow Road. So that's going to take a lot of wool. So I'm glad we built the wool farm in one of the earlier episodes for this season. And that's going to give us a lot of wool. That's been giving us a lot of wool prepping for this project. I've been prepping in the behind the scenes while we're going, just shearing sheep because it's all manual right now. So it's been slow getting, but I've been getting. And that's the plans for this horse racetrack so far. I don't really have any plans for the Stone Age yet, but we can just open up a portal at any point of the racetrack that we want, and we can just have it go to the Stone Age. So that's pretty cool. So whenever I want to add it, I can. But yeah, I think it's time to make a little bit of a home base in this area just to bring materials and things like that. As well as have a place of safety and a bed, because I've been in that little type of village and it's not useful because it's so small. I can barely fit anything in there. But yeah, I'm going to start laying out some places where the racetrack will be, and I'll be back soon. Here's our Old West starter home. I kept it rather simple with the colors and added texture using these spruce planks, or not planks, but fences? No, not fences either. Signs. So we used the sign trick to decorate the house to make it have the horizontal axis of the log cabin. And I saw B-dubs do this, so I figured why not use the trick? Because, I mean, it's Minecraft, you know. I mean, I've decorated houses before with signs, but I've never really used it to give it like this log cabin effect. And it really makes the build come together. Unless you're over this hill, then it just kind of looks like an oak build. So let's see. Yeah, there you go. Oh, the signs disappear because they're entities or whatever. I don't know. That's Minecraft for you. But it's cool. It's a cool build, and it's functional. Well, functional in terms of like it works for me. So we have this little patio that the horse is sitting in that chair with me, and we get to just chill here, have a good time, you know, be buddies. Then we come inside where we have a nice little living room and kitchen. So it's like a big room together, and you know, multi-purpose room, and it does everything you need. A nice place to sit and eat, a nice place to cook your food, wash your hands. We get cauldrons from some of the villages. They spawn naturally with it. We can't make them, so we have a very limited supply of these, so I'm using them sparingly. But and we have this chimney, which for some reason the fire got put out. I think some water spawned up top and flooded into it. I don't know. There's several theories. Then we have this hallway where we have this little like seating area where it's like a nice book nook and some storage. I don't have any books or anything to put in here right now, but it's fine. Then the rest of this place is just basically Minecraft storage. So we have all our woods and then food and wheat and blocks and other materials here. And then over in this room, we have all of our color wool. This is going to be used to make Rainbow Road. So I brought a barrel of each color. I don't think I'm going to use all these colors for the Rainbow Road. I think we're just going to use the like rainbow colors, but it works well. It's fine. But yeah, this is the starter home for us to use and kind of get assimilated to the area. But I really like the theme that it's giving us. Like, this is what we're going to build most of the buildings out of, like this set of materials. So yeah, it's a cool theme. It gives us a guideline to build around this area, and it just kind of sets the tone. So I like it a lot. I started laying out some wool to lay out the horse racetrack, and it's giving me a great idea where to put some builds. Around this first turn, I kind of want to put a barn to house our horses. So that's going to be multi-purpose. It's going to do some horse racetrack housing as well as like wool for our like Old West town. Then up on this hill, I kind of want to put a house. It's going to be like just a house on a hill. And it's going to be an old rundown house. We'll put a saloon over here and a church up on that hill. Different things that I'm just thinking of as I build and be more in the area. It just kind of come together in my brain. Then we have this ravine that's a little difficult to jump. It's not the easiest thing in the world. But yeah, I made this little staircase here to get out for now. I don't know what the exact way we're gonna do it, but it's come together. Just it's an idea so far. Everything is just an idea. It's all subject to change. But I think what's gonna make it easier to like finalize is if we start building, because once you build, so you can move it, but you don't want to, you know. So you gotta go around the things that you make. So we're gonna build the town, and then we're gonna build the racetrack around it. I think that's the best way to do it in my brain. I don't know. There's definitely other ways to do it, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a barn to house our horses next. Here's the stables that I'm working with, and I'm really liking it. It's a cool shape, it's a cool build, cool texturing, and it's reminiscent of the build that we did to start off the episode. But it's really simple. I started out with just the flat barn shape, so we did the oval top, and then I cut it off where this jungle log is, and then I added this bit to it, so the stalls for the horses where they go onto the sides, just to have an extra space so it wasn't so cramped, because otherwise it would be just I'd have like a 3 wide block or a 3 wide area to walk rather than like an 11 wide. So like this gives us a lot more space with the function of the build, as well as gives it shape and character and funness and beauty. And we have some wheat out here just to give it some style. So everything's subject to change, so remember, everything can change. But yeah, these are horses. I'm bringing in some stock, and we have some like breeding materials over here. I need to do some farmland over in this area just to get some wheat growing, because having a lot of horses is going to be nice, especially when we're going to be in the race time. It's time to sleep soon. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to leave it with this episode, because we started in this area. This is a new project, and we're going to be working on this project for a bit. So I don't want to like overwhelm you with too many builds all at once, but yeah, we're gonna have a few more builds around here. I gotta do a bunch of the Old West stuff, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. I gotta gather a bunch of materials for next episode, but it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to finishing this project. So thank you for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe.